Welcome, my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon in Capricorn to new moon next in Cancer, July 2020. I am your reader. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but your dad just calls me Mal. Hi. Welcome back, my subscribers, my followers. I love you all so much. Thank you for following along on my YouTube journey. If you are new to my channel, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell, and commenting should you see so fit to help me get my work out there to the world to help as many people as I can, because I'm a Virgo. Yeah. That being said, let's get down to business here. This is a What Do I Need read, what I call a 6-card draw, pulling one card from 6 different divination systems, 2 of which are tarot, 2 different tarot decks, to just get different voices from the divine, right? Divination. What it is that you need for this full moon to new moon next. We are looking at the full moon Sunday, July 5th. It's also lunar eclipse. If you're into all of that stuff, that's eclipse season. Yeah, going to a new moon on Monday when the fires danced through the night. I think I've said that in just about every video up to this point, but you know. Simon Le Bon, he's so beautiful still. Anyway, I'm sorry I get distracted easily when a Duran Duran member, or really anything Barbarella related, pops into my mind. Yeah, so that would be Monday, July 21st. So we're looking at the waning moon from this full moon in Capricorn to new moon in Cancer, because we think we know what we need, but a lot of times it's what we want, right? So it's just a nice way of checking in, right? So keep in mind it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and check your other signs. That's why I try and keep these relatively short, 6-card draw, and plus upload times have still been ridiculous. So want to get this out there in a timely manner. So if you will focus on your breath and I will focus on my breath, we'll all be in the present moment and the guidance and grace will do its deal. Starting with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. All the decks that I read are in the description bottom. At the description bottom. Too much humor I have to put away right now just on that phrase. At the bottom of the description box on the top. Shall we take a nice deep breath? Hello, my archangels. They're like, what did you just say? I'm like, I know. But they're the archangels of fire. The Michaelites, they don't care. Breathe. My angels and archangels. Hi, first reading of the day. Please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need from this full moon in Capricorn to new moon next in Cancer? What is the healing angel extending a hand and a wing to help them that they need to take the hand over, they need to call to? What is that healing angel for them? And it is the healing angel of balance. Now look, balance has been a major thing in life, well, always, I suppose. I mean, I studied enough Taoism to get it, right? The I Ching and all of that. But I think where we are in our lives right now, we're all finding the balance, like between taking care of others and taking care of ourselves, and just everything has been so unbalanced, it would seem to us, in the the transformation of planet Earth and all of life upon it for the past couple of months, if you've noticed. So if you're feeling unbalanced, remember you are the archer, so a balance is a good foundation to line up a shot to get what you want. Mutable fire sign that you are, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. So do keep that in mind. That, you know, you can ask for, like, can you help me balance this, please, right? We can be very independent in that sense and forget to call upon help for when we're feeling imbalanced and then we're running ahead a little off center, so to speak. So what we're going to do, if that's the angel that you need, right? It's a what do I need reading. We're going to ask the goddesses through the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. The tarot deck that I have read the most in terms of my professional career as a reader. It's the voices of the divine yin, the divine feminine. I call it the voices of the goddesses because that's how they talk to me. Let's ask the goddesses, shall we? Nice deep breath. My goddesses, hi, please, my maidens, my mothers, my crones, yeah, I see, we'll see if it comes around again. Can we get one card in clarity for this Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this full moon in Capricorn to new moon next in Cancer? Ooh, what's that? what is it that you want to, what is it that they need to be aware of in the yin, right? What do I need? What do they need to be aware of in their internal world, their yin? Intuitively, something going on. Interesting, perhaps emotionally, but the card that you got is actually one of the court cards, Ixchel, the Eagle Woman, the card for Aquarius. What I love about this deck, puts the name, the word of the zodiac sign right on it. So it's none of that, oh, it could be Gemini or Libra. It's like, nope, we're looking at 11th house energies. So in order to get that balance, it might very much be saying pull back, right? Not to be cold, although, you know, fixed air is stratosphere, that's cold air. But it's pull up more than pull back. I say that all the time because I have so many Aquarian friends that like disappear, sometimes for years on end. And I used to take it personally until I'm like, nope, they're in the stratosphere. It's not that they've withdrawn. They go up to see things from a higher place. So that might be something that you don't communicate. That might be something that you're experiencing this full moon to new moon next in terms of your own interior world, maybe seeing your emotions differently, right? Bringing yourself into balance. But we're all having, okay, I hear that. We're all having our elemental balances checked, so to speak, right? It's like I've got an equal pretty much balance of fire, earth, air, and water in my natal chart, right? If you want to play the astrology game that way. So look, you're a fire element, obviously. Look to your element of air and your element of water and see what's going on there. In other words, your desires, right? Is your fire, your thoughts, your air, and your emotions, your water. Let's see what's going on in the yang aspect. The voices of the gods, the other half of the universal energy of it all, which is kind of interesting that you've got the card of balance. I never saw that before. In a card draw like this, with the divine feminine being the next card in the divine masculine, the divine yin and the divine yang, this should be hopeful. So let's ask. What do you need to know about your outside world, or what's leaving your energy field, right? The masculine, the arrow that you're shooting forth, or quiver therein. Quiver, it's a great word. Speaking of which, hello, my gods. Please, one card in clarity. They're so handsome. Please, my gods, one card in clarity for this Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This Capricorn full moon to the Cancerian new moon, July 2020. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Either in their outside world, the yang of it all, or from their own masculine energy, or about their own masculine energy this new moon to full moon next. Well. The wish fulfillment card. The wish fulfillment card in terms of the Nine of Cups. Now, the thing here is we're looking at Eros and Psyche. Read the myth. Read the myth. Read the myth. The trials that we have to go through for true love. These two were actually married before they were married. I don't want to give too much of a spoiler, but they did not have the blessing of Eros's mother, Aphrodite. Here they have it. And they're about to get married again. Right? That would be Ten of Cups, right? I mean, just Carl Jung must have had a field day in that myth, right? It's just very archetypal, very much she goes down, Psyche goes down into the underworld, the soul Psyche goes down into the underworld. So it's all for beauty cream. Thanks. You know, I do a lot for my rapid wrinkle repair too. But someone down to the underworld to get it, yeah, if necessary. Does Amazon? Never mind. So yeah, Nine of Cups, really, like, what you need in your outside world is to kind of acknowledge, perhaps, right? To pull back emotionally a little bit, really look at your emotions from a different place inside, and then be open and receptive to something that's really coming in for you in terms of a wish fulfillment. But I gotta tell you, that it feels like why the balance is important. Let's keep going. I don't want to immediately call this out as romantic. I mean, everybody wants to make the Nine of Cups, well, the entire suit of cups all about romance, and that it tain't necessarily so. Let's get you one of the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. Very, very powerful deck, though, simply drawn. It works really well as an oracle. 4 suits: the problem, the luck, the healing, and the grace. The Ascended Masters will take this deck and the next, the Voices of, if you will. What it is, what is the problem that you need to address, what is the luck that you need to be aware of, what is the healing that you need to embrace, and what is the grace you need to allow, right, to allow in. So it's all need. What do you need? What do you need? Let's ask the Ascended Masters. Good. Hello. Hello, my Ascended Masters. You guys are really calm compared to the gods and goddesses today. Please, one card in clarity then for this Sagittarian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This full moon in Capricorn to new moon next in Cancer, July 2020. Yeah, what's going on down there? What is it that they need to be aware of? The problem, the luck, the healing, or the grace for this full to new moon next? Doubt. You need to be aware of. You need to address. You need to look at your doubt. And I think that makes a lot of sense if your gut is telling you to pull back and see things differently, whether your own emotions or the situation itself, because from the outside, it looks like you're getting your wish fulfilled. And my God, why wouldn't you have doubt? Look, here's the thing about doubt. I really hate how the teachings of law of attraction have treated doubt. Doubt is a necessary part of the process of evolution. Otherwise, you're a true believer all the time. And no, we don't need that either. Balance. It's okay. The voice of doubt within you needs more love, not less. And if you let that feeling that come up and treat that like a doubting child who's been hurt before, I know I'm leaning a little towards inner child work, but this is what I do for a living. You will find that what's underneath that voice of doubt is pain that has nothing to do with your present situation. Can certainly influence your present situation, though. So something here to be acknowledged and embraced and loved. It doesn't mean it has to drive the show. Doubt does not have to drive the show. You can be very open and honest about it. I do this with my gods all the time. They say, well, this and this and this is going to happen about one person in particular. And I'm like, well, okay, well, we'll just have to see. But until then... Right? You can cop a little attitude. Yeah, no, you're not going to be punished for being human. That's what you came in to do, right? You're allowed to, right? So very, very, very interesting card to get there, particularly right next to the Nine of Cups. Let's get you a healing mantra from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. How kind of him to name the cards after the deck itself. I really like Matt Kahn. It's a really, really good system. I find them very helpful in my own work, though in very unpredictable ways. Nice deep breath. Also from the Ascended Masters. Good, I got you guys to crack a giggle today. Please, my Ascended Masters, one card. There you are, in clarity. For this Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this Capricorn full moon to the Cancerian new moon next July 2020. What is the most powerful healing mantra for the Sagittarians that they need to work, that they need to familiarize themselves, that they need to implement new software in the hardware? July full to new moon next 2020. Amplifying abundance is the fun one. Why? Because it has its own little song. No, not officially. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. It's I think one of the more fun things, because it does have the musical accompaniment. I'm sure Matt Kahn would, well, he probably would approve, but he hadn't, as far as I know so far. It's a really good one. It's one of the ones that is hopefully stuck in your head, which is really the best way to make it a jingle. Yeah, if I put out like a book of mantras, they'd all have suggested jingles sung to the tune of amplifying abundance. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. When you are abundant, you feel confident that life will always meet your needs, whether things go according to plan or not, because what is going according to plan? Abundance is not a matter of having more than enough, but of seeing from the soul's perspective that only your ideas and beliefs can ever limit your experiences. Abundance is a readiness to be supported by the universe in exchange for letting your light shine at full capacity. This mantra is ideal for unraveling beliefs of lack and scarcity, overcoming fear, doubt, and increasing confidence. That's pretty neato, peachy kino. And hopefully you have it in your subconscious from me saying it, but don't worry, we're not done. I'm sure I'll crank out another stanza. So let's get your last card down from the higher selves of all involved, right? Not just your higher selves, the higher selves of all involved. A whisper of love from the Whisper of Love Oracle. What is the piece of insight or inspiration that you need from your own higher self or the higher selves of all involved? Breathe. And or. Nandor. I have a crush on Nandor from What We Do in the Shadows. I know you're not shocked. Breathe. Julie Brown. Okay, nice deep breath. The higher selves of all involved, there you are. Please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need for this new moon? Full moon in Capricorn to new moon next in Cancer, July 2020. What is the piece of inspiration, the higher insight, particularly because the angels are talking about balance, right? The healing angels of balance are available here. They need to call upon that. And with this Aquarian card here from the goddesses really saying that they need to kind of pull back, see things differently. I mean, there's so much about the 11th house. It's about interacting with the world, but this feels very yin. This feels like almost that philosophical place of seeing things from such a higher soul point of view than just what the ego or personality may be going through. Because the gods are talking the Nine of Cups. And there's wish fulfillment here. It's not a 10, it's a 9, but my God, it's so almost there. But there is doubt in place. There is doubt in place, and that's okay. But the mantra there, regardless if things are going the way that they want, abundance is your birthright, is their birthright. And they can receive it now. So please, higher self, what a golden opportunity. What is their whisper of love? Their piece of insight, their piece of inspiration that you have for them this full moon to new moon next, July 2020. Well, if you change your mind, there's the next in line. Baby, they're still free. Take a chance on love. Okay, didn't rhyme. But you get what I'm saying? Take a chance on love. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So there, now you've got two musical mnemonic devices. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. And take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Somebody should mosh those together. I don't have that kind of skill. Was that moshing? The only moshing I know how to do, usually people get hurt because I am 6 foot. And yeah. I'm with the dancers. We're the dancers. So very, very interesting puzzle pieces that you have here. Let me put them together for you. Okay, so the angels are talking about balance, and part of that healing balance that you need is part of the mental, emotional stuff, because there's the mental, here's the emotional, right? You may not be seeing it so much in the outside world that your things are falling to place, or if you are, then you are needing to stay in balance because the doubt is there. And remember, there's really skepticism always. People walk in through the shadow side of that, like skepticism is just whole cloth evil. It's not. Skepticism is necessary, right? Particularly with romantic illusions, right? If that's what's going on here. I mean, yeah, it's a little hard not to get the romance vibe off the Nine of Cups with Aphrodite and Eros and Psyche in the picture. But this might also very well be about you getting a wish of something really that will make you feel that abundance. But it's almost written contractually, what was written in that book. in exchange for letting your light shine at full capacity to the best that you can do it, right? And that might very well mean taking a chance on love, taking a chance on love spiritually, right? Loving yourself, loving the divine, God, Goddess, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, whoever it is that is your higher power that way. Or maybe it is taking a chance loving someone, but really having to see it emotionally from a much different place, a much higher point of view, perhaps even a spiritual, if not a mystical point of view. So, my Saggies, my hunters, may you be blessed with all that you need. The Sagittarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need from this full moon to new moon next, that they get the balance that they need and the space and the altitude that they need to see that the wishes are being fulfilled, and that doubt is okay, but it need not run the show, because abundance is their birthright and they are receiving it now. But if they can take a chance on love, may they be blessed with all of that abundance and all of that higher vision and all of that wish fulfillment, all in balance for their well-being and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Whew, that flew out of me, didn't it? Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment in the comment section, and wishing you the very best and the very, very blessed of the month of July. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.